There's something called the 10% principle. It's one of the greatest principles upon the face of the earth. The 10% principle. That anything that you give 10% off, dedicate your time to that 10% off. The 10% off every day is 2 hours, 40 minutes. If you dedicate 10% of that time to praying in tongues, there's a certain level of anointing and grace that will come out of your life that you have never seen before, because it's a very dynamic principle. God chose that 10% by himself. It was God that chose the 10% by himself. So he knows the power of the 10%. If you look at the entire scriptures, there's something about the number 10. God brings balance in that number. When the woman lost one coin when she had 10, she had to bring it back to the balance of 10. There's something about the kingdom principle of that 10%. You can apply it to every area of your life and you still get outstanding results. So it's a kingdom principle, it's a universal principle. It applies also to your finances and every other thing. Now, it doesn't mean that when you tithe your time does not mean that you should not tithe your finances. That doesn't mean. And it also doesn't mean that when you tithe your finances, you should not tithe time. But the principle of tithe comes based on increase. For instance, 24 hours cannot be increased. We all have 24 hours. Principle of 10% is a powerful principle you can apply everywhere. But if it is tight, it has to do with the increase. It could be your farm increase, it could be your livestock increase. It's not generally money, but it's just increase that God has blessed you with.